The trade market in the league feels like déjà vu, some action, but nothing earth-shattering. While there's been a recent uptick in moves, the big names that fans love to see on the ticker just haven't been there. In the past decade, late-season trades have fluctuated but rarely exploded. This year's total is slightly behind last season's pace, right in line with what we saw a few years ago. The pattern is familiar, a few intriguing moves, plenty of rumors, and a handful of teams deciding whether to push chips in or pull back. The biggest name moved in recent years was Christian McCaffrey, followed by Marshawn Lattimore, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Leonard Williams, Bradley Chubb, Roquan Smith, and T.J. Hawkinson. Talented players, yes, but the stars who dominate headlines are still more often talked about than actually traded. That doesn't stop the speculation, though. So let's dive into who's being discussed as the deadline nears. In Miami, the Dolphins are fielding calls on their edge rushers. Bradley Chubb, Jaelan Phillips, and Matthew Judon have drawn interest. Phillips, still young and entering a contract year, may be the most valuable despite his injury history. The Eagles have been keeping an eye on him, and it might take at least a mid-round pick to get him. Teams have asked about Jaylen Waddle but were immediately shut down. However, the Dolphins might be more flexible when it comes to Minkah Fitzpatrick. The New York Jets are also in the mix. They're listening on Jermaine Johnson, who could fetch a second-round pick, and Michael Clemons is available as well. Linebacker Quincy Williams is another name to watch. Even running back Breece Hall has drawn attention. The Jets likely won't move him, but it would take a significant offer to make them think twice. Over in New Orleans, the Saints have received calls on wide receiver Chris Olave, though the team seems focused on extending him rather than trading him. Rashid Shaheed has also attracted interest, but his price tag, a day 2 pick, has scared off suitors. The Titans are open for business, except for quarterback Cam Ward and defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons. Players like Arden Key and Chig Okonkwo could be on the move, and teams are watching defensive tackle T'Vondre Sweat closely. In Las Vegas, Pete Carroll's new regime wants to build stability, so trades are unlikely. Still, players like guard Jackson Powers-Johnson and tight end Michael Mayer have drawn calls. The Browns aren't aggressively selling, but tight end David Njoku could be dealt if the right offer comes along. The Commanders, 49ers, and Bengals sit in the middle, weighing their options, while the Vikings, Colts, and Chiefs are among the more active buyers looking to fill holes before the stretch run. As the deadline looms, teams are deciding whether to chase a playoff push or prepare for the future, and that tension always makes this time of year electric.